Hi, I'm Chelsea. Welcome to Fitness Chicks. Today I'm going to be talking about why breathing is so effective at reducing stress. And this is predominantly from the Harvard Business Review article that I was reading about why breathing is so effective. Within my Elevated Success leadership formula, I do advocate mindfulness and techniques to reduce stress and anxiety, particularly for female leaders. So if you are interested in joining up the Elevated Success leadership formula, please have a check out of my link in my bio. If you're watching this on YouTube, have a look at the description box below where you're going to find the link and ways to contact me, book in a free 30-minute consult, and we can discuss on ways that I can support you in your life and rise to the next level of success. So without further ado, quick thing, if you're not already subscribed to my YouTube channel, please click on the YouTube channel. I would love for you to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on awesome content like this. So I wanted to talk about why breathing is so effective at reducing stress. And today I wanted to talk about a story that I came across. It was a doctor who had slipped on some scaffolding and he hit the top of his head square on a steel bar. So it literally knocked him out. So he was laying on the floor, but all he can remember is this is bad. Like he could sense that this is bad. And he just paused. He knew the severity of the incident, but instead of panicking, which let's be honest, many people are going to have this type of reaction, he had thought to himself, just breathe. He saw somebody approach him and he instantly knew not to move his head. And the fear in the other person's eyes made him aware that there was far more serious than he actually anticipated. He just thought he might have knocked himself down, get his breath back, it's going to hurt, right? But the fear in this other person's eyes made him realize that this is a big freaking deal. So what ended up happening is he knew instantly, as being a doctor, do not move his head because of the fear in the other person's eyes. He later found out if he had moved, he could have become a paraplegic. When he paused, he didn't react. He chose to breathe and he let the team around him work. He didn't panic. He didn't let his breath get out of control. When people end up having anxiety attacks, is because the shortness of breath it's in that top half, it's in your lungs. You're not belly breathing anymore. You are inhaling short and sharp, quick succession, and you feel like you are running out of oxygen. You feel like you can't breathe. And in fact, many Marines are actually taught the importance of breathing under certain distressing situations. And that's why they're placed under very, very tough, extreme training regimes. So we aren't soldiers. So what can we do when we have stress around us? There is anxiety around the way the country is being led, the changes in rules, the regulations around COVID-19, seeing social injustice being in the workplace, exacerbating the stress levels on what you can and cannot do, what you have to cope with, all the things that are on your list. When we are stressed, our energy, our attention is on this narrow path. We can't think clearly. Logic, let alone trying to figure out a solution in terms of what's in front of us. So yes, we're not thinking. Yes, we're not logical. And yes, we're not going to understand what the solution is right in front of us. But we haven't even included our own mental state, our negative emotions or narratives that are running through our heads during these times of stress and anxiety. So the University of Yale ran a study and they evaluated the impact on 3 well-being interventions. Now, the first was a breathing exercise, and this was designed to induce calmness and resilience. The second group advocated mindfulness techniques, and it was based around meditation. So this training was to focus on how to be in the moment, how to practice non-judgment. The third group was about teaching techniques on emotional intelligence. And they were all participants who were randomly assigned into those 3 groups. And obviously there was a control group, didn't have any intervention whatsoever. They all went through the breathing techniques experienced. And those who were in that first group of breathing exercises to support calmness and resilience, they found the greatest mental health, the greatest social connectedness, the greatest positive emotions, the lower stress levels, the lower depression, and exponentially huge benefits to their mindfulness. They also did this with veterans from Iraq and Afghanistan. So this breathing meditation normalized their anxiety levels even 1 week after participating in the study. But they continued to benefit mentally for a year after the intervention. And I teach ways in which breath is manipulated to cause further distress, anxiety, and distress. And this breath can also be influenced to feel calm, relaxation, regain clarity. The way we can manipulate our breath can cause direct shifts to our brainstem. And that triggers the parasympathetic nervous system. This is essentially your rest and digest nervous system. And with techniques that I will teach you in Elevated Success Leadership Formula, breathing will allow the blood flow back into your prefrontal cortex. And this is where you make rational, logical, clear decisions. You find solutions instead of problems. So during my Elevated Success Leadership Formula, I will teach you how to tap into these various techniques, all research-backed, all aimed to cultivate the parasympathetic nervous system in times of unexpected events. Now, no, this won't happen straight away. Yes, we go through a series of techniques where you will be in a safe, controlled environment. But when you are triggered in a complex, stressful, anxious situation, your brain will know how to cope and shift into this mindset. You will have strategies that you will lean back on. So you will go back to the level of training. And I teach this in the gym, and the mind is no different. If you do it many, many times, it will become your new fallback and your way of rising to the challenge that is placed in front of you. So I hope to see you on my leadership formula that is going to launch in January. If you want to know more, again, please click on the description below or the link in the bio, and that will give you access to contact me for a 30-minute free consult, no obligation to take up anything. And it's just for me to understand, are you the right fit for the program, and am I the right fit to be your coach? So hopefully I'll see you on the other side, and have an awesome day.